Hey y'all, it's Holly. Apologies in advance if I seem a bit more tired. I'm feeling off, like sick and stuff. Anyway, I watched Skyfall. I bought the another Blu-ray copy because, as you've seen, my other ones don't have any images, and I kind of want something to show. And this one's a bit more dynamic than the normal like poster one, which the poster one sucked. Why did the James Bond movies just become bland? Because like I don't know if y'all remember, but like the poster version of this and stuff is him like on the ground doing that, with just 007 behind him, and it's just nothing like. I know a lot of people complain about posters and DVD art and stuff nowadays, but like the leap from like even Casino Royale was a bit more dynamic, um, and Quantum was too, but like the change from that is drastic and boring. Like I got the Blu-rays again for Spectre and No Time, and Spectre's the best one, only because behind him is like that skull mask thing. But otherwise, it's still bland. Either way, before I get into it, please, all the, as you've heard across all the YouTube channels, people are having issues, and it would do me a huge favor if you subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, share this, all that jazz. The likes and comments do help a lot. The subscriptions do help a lot too. Either one's fine. But either way, Skyfall. Mm-mm. This is complicated. Because on paper, everything should work for me. It should click. I should love it. But it doesn't quite land for me. I don't like. I'll try my best to explain why, but it's hard to. Um, but before I get into that, let me just say like the positives because there are a lot of positives. The acting, especially Craig, Dench, and Bardem, all amazing. They're all great. Naomi Campbell, right? Naomi Campbell. Naomi Harris, sorry. Naomi Harris. And Moneypenny, great. Um, yeah, all the acting's super good. Ben Winshaw's cute Q. I wish we got more of him later on, but um, the writing is good. Like the character work and all that is really good. Um, the directing, great. Sam Mendes, of course, and then Roger Deakins as the director of photography. So like the cinematography is excellent. So like all these things on paper should work, but it's execution, I think, is where it falters for me. Um, it's a weird mix of things that bug me or don't quite land. It wants to do like the Bond portrayal thing that happened in a Die Another Day, and it kind of split that a little bit, just a smidge, um, with Silva and Bond. But I feel like Die Another Day worked. The reason that worked, at least in my opinion, is because it still technically had the context of all the previous Bond movies, like they didn't write them off or anything. This one, not really, doesn't really have that luxury. It had two movies beforehand, and they treat it like it's like, oh, you know me forever, blah 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 blah. Which gets to the other issue being that it's a huge time skip. Whereas like Quantum, he's still a little young, still green kind of thing. And then this was like, oh no, you're already out to pasture. You're already done. It's like, well, did we miss a few movies? Like the reason that's the reason why the fans had to be like, oh yeah, no, every other Bond movie took place in um, between these two movies. That's why he's old. It's like, what? Um, So there is that. Like they try and get that too, and it just doesn't work either. Um, the idea of having the villain be the one who got betrayed and stuff, and he wants revenge, is interesting if they delved more into it. Because like he does say like he was an agent and stuff in the Hong Kong division, but like I don't know, maybe I feel like most of Bardem's stuff, like Silva's stuff, is getting revenge on mommy, like him, because he constantly refers to his mom. Like it's odd because like I feel like it's almost like a Alec Trevelyan thing where it's like they set it up, but they don't delve enough into it to make it like actually compelling. Um, but it's still there. It's like waist deep, I would say. Like not deep enough, but waist deep, you know? Because like they do have like the okay, what if Bond like in going back to Die Another Day where he says, "Oh, I tossed the cyanide capsule years ago." It's like, what if I did use it? Or what if it failed? It's like, okay. Um, but it does feel like also that in the scene where Silva's explaining the whole cyanide thing, feels like he's blaming her for the cyanide failure, which feels more like a Q division thing, but okay. Um, I think the other biggest thing with this, and this is one that's pointed out by a lot of people, is the like incredible luck and contrivance that Silva's escape plan, or rather whole plan, has. Um, because they both say he's crazy smart and he has all this technology and stuff, but he's been out of the field since the 90s, and yet like he knows current MI6 protocol, like current, like we don't. There's not really a mole there to like be like, oh yeah, he snitched us all out, kind of thing. Like if there was a quantum situation where it's like, oh yeah, he's been working for years, then that would make sense that they tied in with quantum a little bit, but they didn't. This was kind of a soft reboot. So like he knew like they would go down into these tunnels, and then like he would plug in my laptop at this time. Bond wouldn't shoot me. He wouldn't kill me. He would bring me to the jail. And then like like he was betting on Bond not killing him, betting on Bond taking him to the jail that he knew was under the tunnels. He knew that he would plug it in during a press meeting, like that keeps M and them distracted. And then he knew that the train would not only be there on time, but Bond would show up to be distracted by the train. Like it's just a little too much. Like I'm sure like I could write that off if it was a more silly movie, but the fact that it's like trying to be more serious does make it a bit harder. Um, oh yeah, I do appreciate that. The Bond girl essentially for this is M, which is fun, and he doesn't sleep with her, which honestly would be really funny. Um, but like I'm not saying I dislike this movie. It's good. It's like well made. It just doesn't connect with me. I feel like it's because I've seen all the other movies just like in a row recently. That like my viewpoint on how Bond movies are and the character and all that stuff works out is different now. Um, yeah, like it's really just like the fact that they wanted this to be a reboot, and yet at the same time, Bond's too old and the world's moved on stuff. Like both at the same time is a little weird. And the fact that you're doing this in the middle of your stuff, like I don't know if they expected this to be the last one, because the way they ended it, it's like he's back in action with a new M. There's Moneypenny, there's Q. So it was like, so this isn't a new one, but you're treating it like he's too old. Like, are we gonna have a Roger Moore situation where it's just clearly way too old for all this? Like, I don't know what the thinking was behind that. It feels like the Bond movie, especially this particular run, was afraid to go gadget heavy, which is odd because the gadgets like made Bond at least in the movies, at least in the movies. In the books, there were occasional gadgets, but it wasn't like crazy, crazy. Um, that's the other thing is this goes in line with like them kind of writing things off. Is a lot of times they're like, oh, this car is outdated. Oh, what were you expecting? Exploding pins. We don't do that anymore. It's like, okay, so why are you discounting everything before that fans loved? Like, it just, I don't know what they were going with this. There's just a lot of like stuff like, objectively speaking, like just from a filmmaker's perspective, this movie's really good. From a Bond perspective, I don't know. And I would still place it like upper tier for Craig. Like this is probably maybe his first or second best made movie out of the five that he did. But considering that like the next two are story wise pretty shit, and they have their own issues. I mean, I can't fully speak on No Time because I haven't watched that one yet, but I can speak on Spectre. But it, I don't know. Like the more I see, like the more like it solidifies that Craig's movie run is my least favorite out of all the Bond runs. And I know it seemed like I hated on Moore a lot. That's because he just had the most and it just kind of got tiring. But um, yeah, it just doesn't make sense in context, and a lot of things that they were trying to do just don't work, considering its placement and handling, placement in his particular series and handling within the movie itself. Um, I still say it's really well made. There's still a lot of good scenes, great acting, but it just doesn't connect with me.